When COVID first hit, it was kind of like the whole world just stopped on a dime. Pretty quickly, Young Life as a mission sent out like, hey, during this time, like, don't be spending time with kids. So prior to COVID, we had a lot more opportunities to actually go and be face-to-face with students. We were able to host a lot more of big events on a week-to-week basis. My job would look like a lot of what we call contact work. So actually a lot of time on the high school campuses of where we serve at, with going to high school lunches, sporting events, spending time with students on their turf. Normally a big weekly event where we'd have 30 to 50 students, depending on the high school club that it was at. So instead of being face-to-face with 20, 30 students, it was now we're trying to corral them to hop on Zoom with us. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
A long time no see. We definitely had students who didn't want to do that. That even some of our core kids who we were really close with were just like, yeah, I don't want to be on Zoom anymore. And I couldn't really even blame them for that. We definitely had a lot of friction off jump and just trying to make that quick adjustment of us being we're driven by being in person with people, and being incarnational in that like face-to-face ministry on their turf to now we're in our homes trying to communicate with them from a laptop.
I get my mind, like I focus so much on little things or like other stuff, I kind of lose sight of my faith sometimes.
As things have progressed, the state has opened up more. We have still had guidelines from Young Life and based off where we're at. So some of the schools have more restrictions than others, and we want to be, responsible with what we're doing and good stewards of these schools giving us the ability to spend time with these students. So at all of our events this year, we have limited the capacity of them and have practiced social distancing at all of them, which has honestly shifted. We're a pretty interactive organization, so a lot of the games and stuff we did, we had to change with students. Now at all of our events, we're having to wear masks, which, I know for leaders and for myself, you're up there trying to talk with people. It's kind of hard to gauge how interested the room is when people have on masks. Mm-hmm. I think moving forward with COVID, we'll still see, well, obviously right now, I know there's the fear of a second wave, so things could just get shut down completely again. I think we have to be prepared for that. But I think it'll be still a gradual process of slowly easing and like, okay, now we can go outside of our homes. We can hang with like 5 students. We could host an event with 10 and practice social distancing, or then grow to 20 students we can be with now. I think it'll still be that slow build back to normal. I do wonder when there'll be a day that we don't wear a mask anymore. Yeah, as we transition back and as we're engaging with students and kind of assessing what we were doing previously before COVID and what we're doing now, I feel like as a mission, we moved closer to, we've always been about, one-on-one relationships and going deep with a few rather than just the masses. But our ministry was really set up well for reaching a lot of students. And I think this kind of helped us get back to the root of getting deep with a couple with hopes that they can go and reach their friends. And I think we'll keep moving forward with that. I hope at least. I hope we don't lose sight of that, of the beauty of really getting to live life on life with a couple of students and really helping them to understand the gospel and be able to share that with their friends and live that out amongst them. As we move to this new normal, I think the thing that I'm most excited about and enjoying is that deep, one-on-one relationship with students that really get into disciple and dive in really deep with a few, and just seeing how those relationships grow and really getting to like nurture those, like help students grow deeper in their faith and spend more time with those few, because we're not just being introduced to new masses each week. That's always been our goal, but now our focus has shifted there. Like we're not just having to, while that's still our goal, like we don't have these hundreds of kids in front of us right now. So it's a lot easier to focus on the few